Hello, it's the drumming man here, aka Stephen Bones. And tonight I want to just chat about why people, or why we do partake in ayahuasca ceremonies. And I do speak to many people who often comment in a conversation about plant medicines that they would love to partake on ayahuasca ceremonies, sometimes in great excitement. And I can understand why, because there's a spiritual mystery around plant medicine, especially what we call psychedelics. I suppose that mystery is people understanding that there is something far greater than what we're actually involved in here, and it will help people see that or experience something more than the earth plane. But what I'd like to just mention is, what is a psychedelic? Well, according to AI on Google, a psychedelic puts you into an altered state, i.e. changes in awareness, your perception, visual sounds, thought patterns and sense of self. They also say trips. Experiences range from euphoric and insightful, i.e. good trip, to a frightening, i.e. bad trip. Mind expansion, a perceived opening of the mind to new understandings or deeper consciousness. And spiritual, mystical, often induces profound spiritual experiences, revelations, or ego dissolution. Or dissolution, sorry, not disillusion. I just want to talk about the trip for a moment, good or bad. That I didn't quite like that, but I remember Sting commenting on a documentary, I think it was around LSD, and he said if you take LSD to F ending in K you up, then it will F ending in K you up. However, if you take LSD for a spiritual experience, then that's what you'll receive. So in other words, what he's talking about is intention. And when we go into a spiritual ceremony, such as I experienced in Colombia, the shaman always pre-warned us to make sure we set an intention or intentions before we took the medicine from the cup, because that's the whole idea. We're asking for what we want to receive, which many people do teach, me as well. And my own experience was I did actually receive those intentions that could be immediate. Some were in the future, but the immediate intentions I asked for, I got. And I'm not sure about the others in the group. I feel people's intentions are deeply personal, not something that you'd want to ask someone else unless they were called to share with you. Then I would ask more questions. But in my view, and it is only my view based on my experience, is that I did go into a very deep altered state of consciousness. As I said previous video, I saw amazing colours, and what were definitely different realms. I saw a glimpse of what the vastness is of everything that we don't understand, that we think here on this planet, in this human body, that we're in control of everything, or the state's in control of everything, or men in power with money, etc., think they're in control of everything. And what I got a glimpse of, none of us are in control of anything. We're just here for an experience, whatever that be. And the medicine certainly pushed my ego out of the way. It opened me up hugely to witness different healing energies, using me as the facilitator, my body as the facilitator, because my ego was pushed back and I was watching from consciousness. So many people experience great healing from the medicine, and that's what I saw, and that's what was happening within that group. Not to everybody, but certainly what was coming through me was certainly doing some healing. And interestingly, I'll just reveal to you that one of my intentions was a stronger connection to spirit. Now, for those of you that are skeptics, that's really interesting, that my main intention was that, and that's exactly what I got, a stronger connection to spirit. But I do want to put a caveat in, is that when we go in to heal, which is what really people go for, we do end up facing our fears and our traumas that many of us are holding on to because we didn't actually know they were there. And it's not until we begin a path of awakening that these trauma, that they appear. And again, it's only my opinion, but these trauma, and this is what I've learned, and this is how I help people heal. These traumas are trapped energies or experiences that we had as young children. And they're sat and trapped somewhere in our energy field. Now, you can train to move them, but just hold on to that thought, because this is what happened to me. Because in 2020, sorry, that's incorrect. So in February 23, February 23, that was when I was guided to do some trained healing modalities in shamanic energy. And I didn't know really what shamanic practices were. I knew I'd worked with a shaman, but I had no idea what shamans were. I'd not really looked deep into what the practices were, but they're certainly ancient practices. And one of the modalities I was taught is these drums that are on the wall behind me here. They were painted by a lady that has an incredible healing gift. And she was led by spirit, or energies if you like, to paint these drums. And when she did, she created a portal in them. And that allowed energies to come through to work with me. And they do get stronger and stronger with me. And that's hence now I can take this team of drums into the world wherever people want to connect with me and experience the healing drums. I can do group or one-to-one. Whatever people want, institutions, schools, it's whatever. And if we do schools and things like that, it's interestingly because it helps people relax and chill down. And when we do that, as you know, when we de-stress, when we come down, that's why we meditate. And the actual science is that our blood pressure comes down, our stress levels come down. Even for that period of time, it takes a strain off our body and our system. And I also trained in the ancient art of shamanic healing, and that's where again I can go into an altered state of consciousness, not as deep as I went on medicine, but certainly I go into that space and I help people clear and release the traumas that we were discussing a bit earlier when I said hold on to that thought. So that's one of the modalities. So 2 modalities I came out with. I can do past life healing and clearing using the same shamanic practices as well. And that was the gifts I came back with, and it's quite amazing to help people now in this space using those tools and those modalities. But I just want to finish this video and just give some advice to anybody that goes on a medicine journey. Just be very aware there are dark energies as well as light. And I'm not trying to frighten you, but it's understanding that there's a yin and a yang, there's dark and there's light. And I've seen some people that really struggle when they've returned, and I've witnessed what it does to them, and they really struggle when they come back. They're all over the place, they're ungrounded, they struggle to ground. And that's because that they didn't know who they were going with to start with. So make sure if you do go, that you know who you're going with, preferably with people that have had experience like I did. I went with people that had experience out there and understood exactly who they were working with and had a great trust with the shamans they're working with. And they've been going out there many years. And also it's very important that you're supported when you return. And make sure that you're working with an experienced coach that can help you integrate. And that's really the most strong advice I'd give to anybody. So I want to thank you for listening. And of course, this is just for entertainment purposes, as we all know, wink, wink. But I just want to thank you for listening. I hope this video helps you and the last one helped you on this journey of plant medicine. It is an amazing thing that I did do, and it's helped me move forward in my journey. And it was meant to be in my journey, the same as it was meant to be my extra training when I came back. And that's where I am, and where I'm going seems to be getting stronger and stronger from there. So stephenbones.com is where you'll find me. You can book a call on there. You'll find me on Facebook. You can comment on here, message me, whatever you want, and you'll see on my website what type of work I do. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me. I'd really appreciate that, because it does help these videos get out to more and more people. So again, I want to thank you for listening. I hope the sound's better this time. I got some comments last time that the sound was atrocious, so I've invested in a microphone which is, oh no, whoop, just there. So yeah, so you can, that hopefully the sound will be much better. So thanks very much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.